Hello and welcome to Moment of Truth on Labour Social. I'm Graham Hughes. Now, brace yourselves, because it turns out the Tories have totally effed up again. I know. A big shock. They're usually so competent, but not to worry, it's nothing major, like a handful of people claiming asylum or a trans person using the bathroom they feel most comfortable in. Oh no, it's only the future of the fricking planet. Because while Rishi and his band of merry miscreants were busy doling out over 100 incredibly lucrative gas and oil licenses to the same extinction-juiced companies that have been posting record profits since the invasion of Ukraine, they well and truly took their eye off the ball when it comes to renewables. Which should come as little surprise, as this is the party that until 2 days ago had effectively banned any new onshore wind turbines being built for 8 years, and also the same party that could have made all new builds come with solar panels 10 years ago, but chose not to, because oil? Now, no new offshore wind farms are expected to have been bid for in a government auction this week, which well and truly derails this duplicitous government's clean energy ambitions. Ministers were scheduled to announce tomorrow the winners in their annual auction of financial support contracts for renewable energy projects, but the auction has failed to procure any big new offshore wind farms. This comes after the government ignored repeated industry warnings that the support on offer was too low to reflect soaring inflation. This totally screws the Tories' target of tripling onshore wind capacity to 50 gigawatts by 2030, more than enough power for every home, and up from less than 14 gigawatts today. That's not going to happen now, because the Tories gonna Tory, eh? The only thing these clowns are good at is sheer incompetence. 5 offshore wind projects with about 5 gigawatts combined capacity are believed to have been eligible for this year's auction. Enough power for 5 million homes. However, the developers, Vattenfall, Scottish Power, and SSE, have all sounded the alarm over cost inflation. The contracts offer developers valuable revenue certainty by guaranteeing that customers will pay a fixed price for the energy they generate. When wholesale prices are lower, consumers pay subsidies to top up the difference. When wholesale prices are higher, developers pay back the difference. The price required by offshore farms has plummeted over the last decade, and recent contracts have been below prevailing power prices. However, developers say supply chain cost inflation of up to 40% means they need a modest increase in the prices once more. The Tory government has declined to increase the maximum price on offer for onshore wind, even though it would be significantly cheaper than gas-fired power plants. So, to recap, the government had the opportunity to create safe, clean, renewable energy for the UK, a level of energy self-sufficiency that we haven't enjoyed in over 2 decades. But they would much prefer us to continue to depend on the likes of Saudi Arabia and Qatar for our energy, burning obscene quantities of dirty, dangerous, stinking, planet-destroying, baby-killing extinction juice. Makes you proud to be British, doesn't it?